Hey there, Bruins fans! Welcome back to BNG Hockey, where it's always black and gold. That's right, I'm back. You might say I was on the injured reserve list, like half the Bruins roster. Now, we learned a couple of things since I saw you last, with the first being Ryan Donato might not be the god we thought he was, and might just need a little more seasoning in the AHL. David Pastrnak is scoring goals like he's Alex Ovechkin. David Krejci has decided to show up for more than 10 games this season. Connor Clifton is a person who exists. And Matt Grzelcyk can become your best defenseman really quickly. Now, there's a lot more that I could talk about, like whether or not Tuukka Rask is our starting goalie or our backup goalie, or if Forsbacka Karlsson is really someone to get that excited about, or if Patrice Bergeron is really out for a whole month. But it's probably just easier to jump right back into it and give you a game recap of the Bruins and Habs. Dropping the puck for the first time this season in Montreal, and we're going to start it off 7 minutes in with our first goal. Sean Kuraly breaks up a pass from Jordy Ben to the rookie Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi finds it and tries to restart a rush from his own end, but Backes pokes the puck away. He's in on a breakaway and snipes it past Carey Price for his first of the season. Big fist pump from David Backes and really gets the boys going. I know $6 million is a lot of money to pay David Backes. The stats aren't there, his speed's not really there, but he brings physicality, and most of all, he brings leadership. I know they have great leaders like Zdeno Chara and Patrice Bergeron, but with both of them being out, it was huge that Backes took charge, grabs the goal, and gets the boys going. The Bruins are up 1-0 on the road. 5 minutes to go in the first, and it's 4-on-4 hockey. Torrey Krug has the puck behind the net. I love this about Torrey Krug. 4-on-4 hockey, he's thinking forward. He's always thinking offense, but when he has more ice like that, he's not afraid to pinch down there and get the offense going. He gets a pass to Jake DeBrusk. DeBrusk right back to Krug, and back to DeBrusk in front. A beautiful finish by Jake. He gives us that sweep of the ice celebration. He's got his 10th of the season, and the Bruins are up 2-0 in Montreal. Now, a lot of people are on Jake DeBrusk on how he's not having as good of a season as his rookie year, and he's heating up lately. And just to give you an idea of that, Phil Kessel, Mikko Rantanen, who's on one of the best lines in all of hockey with McKinnon and Landeskog, and Matt Duchene all have 10 goals. Those are all-star players for their teams. And Jake DeBrusk is just supposed to be a depth left winger for us. So if he's putting up those kind of stats, the same as all-stars on other teams, that makes him a good player, and that means he's having a good season. I'm not saying he's Hall of Fame worthy now, but I just don't think we should be as hard on him as we are. And let's remember, he's still extremely young and playing really well with a lot of injuries for the Bruins. There's some pushing and shoving at the end of the first. Guys are battling for position in front of the net. A shot goes in on the Habs power play, but it's after the horn. But some of this carries over into the second. It's getting a little more chippy, but the Bruins are outplaying the Habs. Luckily, they have Carey Price, who's playing like Carey Price right now. He keeps them in it. It's still 2-0 at the end of the second, but the Habs are looking to make a push. Literally. 30 seconds in, the Habs are crashing the net. There's Bruins and Habs all over the place, pushing Tuukka Rask further and further away from the puck. It is no goal. Tuukka Rask is interfered with, getting pushed into the net, so he didn't have a chance to make a save. Still 2-0 Bruins. Jonathan Drouin, coming through the zone with a lot of speed and skill, gets a shot on Tuukka Rask, and it's in. His 9th of the season. Great for my fantasy team, bad for the Bruins. It's 2-1. Halfway through this period, the Habs are on a power play. Tatar is behind the net, realizes he's got 2 other Canadians behind the net, goes to the front of the net, and snipes it home. A beauty of a shot. That is the 10th goal of the year for Thomas Tatar, who's really stepped it up as a Canadian. He looked terrible as a Vegas Golden Knight, was a meh kind of player with the Red Wings, but turning into kind of an all-star with the Habs. So, good for him getting his 10th of the season, but it's now 2-2. 5 minutes to go in this period, and David Backes draws a penalty. Jonathan Drouin hits him in the chin and gets a 4-minute penalty because there's a little bit of blood dripping from David Backes' chin. Backes said in an interview after the game that he doesn't mind a little blood, and that's what I'm saying. It is a lot of money, but there's that leadership again. He's fine with getting cut in the face like a lot of hockey players are, but he's fine doing that for the team if it means getting a power play and getting a chance to win this game in regulation. He's out in front of the net. David Krejci gets a shot. Kind of a pass to David Backes. Backes tries to get it over to Heinen, who's also right in front of the net. Ends up getting to John Moore, who puts it home. His first as a Bruin. I love this guy. So glad he's finally got his first goal. I think there's plenty more to come. 2 seasons ago, he had 12 on the year. But first of the year makes it 3-2. Habs pull their goalie. Couple of shots on Tuukka Rask, but ends up being no dice. Jack Edwards gives us another quality quote from him. He says, "Go cry in the shower," and it's the end of the game. 3-2. Bruins, your final. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you're pumped for tonight's game against the Leafs, if you're happy I'm back, or if you're having a great Monday, make sure to give this video a big like, and if you haven't already, subscribe.